Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm all right. What's your name?
My name is Faith Awe.
Faith Howard. Nice
Yes,
having you here. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Nigeria,
Which part in Nigeria?
Lagos.
Lagos. Okay. How old are you?
Yes, I'm 35.
Nice. So what's the question for today?
Okay. I have one question, but it's like two in one question.
Good.
Okay. Is it possible to love two people at the same time? Then, like a guy having two lovers, let's say one is Sandra, one is Betty. You come and tell Betty everything about Sandra, but you never tell Sandra anything about Betty. So,
It's possible.
d- who does the guy really love?
It loves the persons that he tells all the stories to. The persons with the recipient of the story, persons that the guy go back to and tell all the information to, is the person that has the guy's heart. Because you only get connections and communicate with somebody who you trust, and you tell the person your secret, and that's when the affections comes in. Just like a son, when a son goes out and whatever happens, to come back home. The first person they report all things that happens outside to is the mom. So the mom is the first love of the child. So the mom receives all the information and guide the sons on what to do and how to do, including if he goes out and see a nice girl that you think he's going to marry or want to be a girlfriend, he's going to pass the information to the mother, and the mother can advise on best actions or what not to do. So the same thing applies. When a guy has two people that he's dating, and one receive all the informations of the other lady or the partner, technically the one receiving the information is the most loved and is the most trusted, the most believed, and the one that's very dear to that person's heart. Does that answer the question?
Not totally.
Okay, which area, which side is missing?
Okay, like now, a man is married. This is not a question. I want you to put more highlights on it. A married man has a side chick. The
Yeah,
side chick knows everything about the wife, and the wife knows nothing about the side chick. Is it possible the man loves the side chick more than the wife?
100%.
Or he loves the side chick more than the wife?
100%. No, it's as there's more when it's not really, it's technically he loves the person more than the wife, and he trusted the side chick more than the wife.
Is it possible for a man to tell the wife about a side chick?
Yes, it depends. It depends on the kind of relationship that they have. You understand? And it's let me tell you this: if a man loves a woman who is the wife, and he also has a side chick, he does not, and maybe he's afraid of the wife, he will never pass the information of the wife to the side chick, no matter how. You understand? And this is how the best way to look at it. If you have two friends, female friends, and you love both of them very well, and you understand that they both mean a lot to you, you never pass any information that is detrimental to the other one to the other one. Neither will you do vice versa. The same thing applies. Men who love their wife and trust their wife don't pass information of the wife to their side chicks. And even their side chicks never know anything about their wife other than the basic stuff. Or maybe this is the kind of car she drives. Even the car will be private. And the relationship will be private. But the moment that the man starts loving and trusting the side chick more, that means the love for the woman has gone. It has been transferred to the side chick. And if the wife in the house decides to pack out of the house, the first place the man goes to is the side chick. So because you have a child, just the same thing applies to women too. A man and a woman can be together in a relationship, in a married relationship, but the marriage is dead already because there's no trust. But you're in the same house, you eat the same food, you do the same thing, but your informations are secluded from each other. You don't pass those informations around except those ones that are basic. So you trust somebody else. You understand? Look at it this way. Let's say you have a mom, you understand, and you're married to your husband. And for some reasons, whatever happens in your house, you tell it to your mom. What do you think happens? You trust your mom, you believe your mom, and you love your mom more than your husband. You understand? So the person you trust is the one you pass informations to. The person you trust is more likely the person you love. You understand? Because there's no way you're gonna trust somebody you don't love. And when you pass information about somebody to other person, you know that person that received the information is the most trusted person. Is that clear?
Yes, it's very clear. Thank you very much. Then my second question is, why is it difficult for men to give direct apology? When they want to apologize, they will rub small on you as a woman.
Men are different. The men are designed to take ego, and they are with the idea, just like a CEO of an organization. Most CEO of organizations or most politicians that become, let's say, a president, usually don't apologize. The reason is because it looks like they are being belittled, or it's reduced the value or the pedestal they create for themselves. And as a result, they don't apologize. Rather, they might make statements that looks like apology, but it's not really I'm sorry. The word I'm sorry is very hard. They may say we acknowledge our mistakes, we knew we did something wrong, it's not what we intended, and we think that this will not happen again. It's a statement with no apology. You understand? But that doesn't mean that they don't feel the remorse or they don't know they've done something wrong. So men has ego, and definitely they will not apologize. But they have different ways of apologizing. You understand? And sometimes, if you want to have a steady home and stable home, waiting for apology all the time might not be necessarily good for you. Especially when you are waiting from your man to make a verbal apology. Most men wouldn't do that. But what responsible, diligent, egoistic men would do is they try to compensate you with material things. They try to come to you indirectly, showing their apology. But they will hardly say, I'm sorry, because it makes them feel that they are being belittled. But it does not necessarily mean that. There's still some men that will say, I'm sorry, I knew I was making mistakes and I didn't intend to do that. But when your man don't apologize and find other ways to tell you he's sorry, take it as an apology. It's the best way to keep the marriage going. Does that answer the question?
Yes. Is it possible you are biased because you are a man?
It's a nice question to ask. I'm not biased. I try to give a very broad, open answers to all questions. And when I make statements like men don't because men has ego, and that's why they don't apologize. It's a standard statement, and it's a generic, and it can go anywhere, any place. And you find that men will hardly apologize, especially to their wife, even at workplaces. The only time a man is going to apologize is probably somebody to another man. It's easy for a man to apologize to another man than to apologize to another woman. You understand? And so it's not because I'm biased. It's a statement of facts, and it can be proven with evidences and historical patterns that man hardly apologize to any woman, even if the woman is the boss, because the man feels that they are superior in their image and they have to act as a superior being. Does that answer the question?
Very well. I appreciate your honesty. Okay, my last question is this. A guy, I won't say pretend because I don't want to pass judgment. A guy acts like a good guy. He doesn't, at that period, he was acting good. He was broke. Nothing on him as at that time. Then after a while, things start getting better and he becomes comfortable. As at the time he becomes comfortable, he carry his bags and travel for a while, let's say 6 months. Then after spending every dime on him, he comes back to the house to say, "Oh, I'm sorry. There was a time you offended me. That thing has not left my heart. So I went to clear my head." After he becomes very broke, how can a woman handle such a situation?
Okay. The first question I want to ask you to help us understand what's going on is this. When the man was broke, how do you know the man was broke?
As at that time, he wasn't having a job.
Okay. So
The
now he
woman,
got a job
yes,
and he traveled I traveled out of the vicinity to a different place and exhausted all his money.
yes.
Okay. So the first question I want to ask you, how do you meet this man? Like, do you guys work together?
No, it's not, the story is not mine. It's a
Okay.
friend's story.
Okay. Do you have an idea how they met?
Not deep details about how they met.
Okay.
But when the crisis came up, she had to like, okay, she wants to pack out and all those stuff.
Okay. The first thing is
Why
this. Go ahead.
why she was angry was when things were very rough, they were together, they went through this period together. And when things became better for the guy, at least as at that time he could foot the bill of their house, and that was when he traveled and refused to come back. He traveled for 6 months, he didn't come back. I think he lost the job, then he came back to this same lady to start and saying he's sorry, as at the time he was broke, that there was something she did that really got him angry, that thing was still in his mind as at the time he left the house. He came back when he became jobless, empty, so that the lady can continue from where she stopped. So the lady packed her things and left.
Okay.
Was her action wrong, or how was she supposed to handle that situation?
The first, the guy in the first place doesn't like the lady. He was just looking for somebody to use. And this is a common situation, it's a common thing that happens. And it's not synonymous to guys alone, even to women. And that's why you see most time rich people, they don't go marry poor people. You understand? A rich parents, they stay away from poor people, and they also discourage their children from marrying poor. Because no matter what it is, an hungry man is only loyal to his stomach. You understand? So anywhere the food is, he's going to go. And he's going to pretend as much as possible until he gets fed. And after being fed, he's going to actually show his true color. It has nothing to do with man. It has nothing to do with women. It's the same for the same gender. So that's one of the reasons. The first thing you do when you see people who are financially in need, don't just go be a helper, because that's what they're looking for. They're not looking for love. They're looking for a helper. So you must be smart to understand that this guy is in trouble. What is he going to do when he has the money? What is she going to do when the money comes? You understand? And
Yes.
my dear, for people who are both 27, they're looking for love and they see somebody who is financially incapacitated and trying to help them. Be careful. If you want to help them, help them. If you want to marry them, you have to be careful. You understand? Don't help them in such a way that you think you're helping yourself so that you can marry them, because they will surely disappoint you. And that's why you see sometimes, and we've heard different stories where men sponsor some women, pay their tuitions and everything, and after graduations, the lady tells the man that he's not educated, that she needs to marry somebody who's educated. So first thing you do to those people when he came back, I think your friend did the nice thing, walk away. The reason if he came back was coming back again to use her again, and after using her again, he's going to go again. You understand? And that's why some women always think that when they broke up with a guy and the guy comes back, the guy is not coming back because he loves you, or he's coming back because he felt that you're the best woman. No, he's coming back to come and see somebody to use again because he has gone out there and the other girls are difficult to be used. So, and you remember how easy it was for you to be used, so you want to come back. The same thing applies to women. Women leaves you and they want to come back. They're coming back to use you again. They're not interested in your love. They're not interested in staying with you. Once you get better for them again, they're going to dump you and leave you. So in summary, your friend did the right thing. And the best thing to do is anybody that take advantage of you when it's bad and when it gets better for them and they dump you, don't take that. They're not your friends and they can't be your lover. They're just going to continue to take advantage of you if you allow them into your heart. Does that answer the question?
Very well. Thank you very much for your time and clarification. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Any other question?
No.
It's nice having you, Faith. We hope we get to see you again. Thank you so much and have a great day.
I look forward to seeing you again too. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.